Hello. Welcome to the PKCO regular meeting and elections. We call on the secretary to declare we have a quorum ready. Mike Paducio. Still in the washroom? Yeah. From the last count, I think we had something like, I was number 33, 34, so we had a quorum. About 46 out of 59. Yes, Paul. Yeah, we can do that. This is our secretary, Mike Paducio. Can you please go over the list and do a roll call? Mike? Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Bernardino? Jojo? Anagel? Rico? Amor? Chito? Sorry, I'm not going to... Raymond? Romeo? Tess? Ruben? Rose? Rose Peter? Mila? Risa? Erwin? Marlo? Imelda? Jonathan? Rodel? Ramos? Fred? Tony? Joy? Joe? Ace? Ricky? Paul? G? Edwin? Annie? Annie Surya? Yes? Sophia? Nelson? Rolly? Bert? Weber? Arya? Ram? And lastly, Miguel. We have 39. I'll give the floor to the President, Dennis Riano, to start the meeting.
Okay, I declare this meeting open. Hindi naman kayo, parang makasirious kayo lahat. Walang talo rito, walang panalo. We're all winners. Magre-report pa ba ako? Okay. So I call this the President's mini report. Itang umaga sa inyong lahat. So I'm supposed to make a press report to you on the accomplishment of my tenure and that of the board. But I will not do that. Hindi ko gagawin yun. Dahil I have nothing to report. Wala akong i-report. What I have are the accomplishments that the Philippine Press Club of Ontario and its members have magnificently done in the past few years of my being your atiwala, of being I am your caretaker. So, ano bang nagawa ng ating mga miyembro? Here's one example. We will not be here and conducting this election were it not for the efforts of many of our members in saving the Filipino community media in the year 2007. On that year, the Ontario government decided to impose an 8% provincial tax on every ethnic newspaper and publication, which was retroactive to 5 years, meaning from 2003 to 2007. For example, one ethnic newspaper was built for 1 million based on the 5 years provincial sales tax. Ang sabi nila ng gobyerno, hindi raw tayo tunay na dyaryo. The same goes to almost all Filipino newspapers who could have been built from 300,000 to 500,000. Kung nangyari ito, sarado na tayo lahat. On December 7, Escosipag and Ace Alvarez helped form the Save Our Voice campaign to save ethnic newspapers from the unjust tax law. Led by Ace Alvarez, conversed with other ethnic media people at Queen's Park, aired their concerns to legislators, and finally, the Ontario government overturned the law. Kaya ngayon, so we continue to exist, including the PPCO. So, ayokong ilista lahat ng mga nagawa ng PPCO, pero I will lista yung mga significant ones. On March 2007, community leader Jean Lara referred to the PPCO the case of Juana Tejada in our regular Kapihan Forum. That opened the floodgates of community support for the caregivers and their attention of both the provincial and federal government. At kaya po nagpuputok ang butsi ko sa Philippine Labor Attaché dito dahil di man lang binigyan ng pansin ang community media sa Juana Tejada case at sa laban natin sa karapatan ng mga caregivers o kaya di sa mga ibang taong naghirap. At ang binigyan pansin pa ay isang banyaga. Mind you, this was a lonely battle I had to fight for the PPCO. And some of our members remain indifferent. But okay lang yun. For the first time also in the Filipino community's history, Toronto city officials, politicians, and other personalities sought the help of the PPCO and the community media to reach out to the growing Filipino community. So, we have the like of David Miller, Jane Pittsfield, and many others who approached the PPCO to serve as conduit of information to the community. I could go on and on, citing many milestones in the PPCO during our stewardship. But as I said earlier, we leave this to each and every one of the members to judge whether we have done less or more for this organization. I will render my final report in my valedictory at the installation rite of a new PPCO president. Now, a friendly reminder, let this election be an excuse for togetherness, camaraderie, and not a cause of disunity and discord. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Next is, as treasurer, I'm going to make the financial report. As of today, we have a bank balance of 718 and 22 cents. $718.22. We started in November 6 with 1,241.69 cents, and we have revenues of 1925, expenses of 2,448.47 cents, to come up with the bank balance of $718.22. Meron kayong copies, you can just go over it quickly. I need a motion from the floor for acceptance of the report. Yes, Vicky?
I move to accept the treasurer's report.
I second the motion.
Been moved and seconded, so the report is accepted. Failing that, I guess we're all here for the elections, and we have a consensus from the major players that this is going to be a fair and clean election, and it was agreed that we do away with going through the election procedures. It's all understood. We have circulated it through the email, and you all know about the qualifications for officers. And there's an agreement that we always to ensure that we can go through this election as quickly and as fairly and as clean as possible. Let me introduce to you the ad hoc committee, AMALEC, who are on the table right now. On my left is Bobby Asuncion, is the big poncho of Quiapo Quiapo. Next is Rosemary Verga. You all know Rosemary.
By the way, it's her birthday today, huh?
Happy birthday, Rosemary. Mamaya na yung kastahan. Yeah.
Bayaran nyo na rin, ha?
You're all invited.
Yes.
Rosemari's house is always, you're always welcome in there, any time of day and night. That's how nice and good she is. Next is Ted Dino. You all know Ted Dino as well, very active in the community. And Romy Marquez, based in Vancouver, a respected journalist. The chair is Rosemary. Before we proceed, do we have any questions from the floor about election procedures?
May we proceed?
Okay, we are the honor to, yes.
The particular provision that we have agreed upon must be for the announcement president in order to remove from the ballot.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, all the 20, all the members.
listed in the list, you can all vote
And can be voted.
and run. Okay?
How about latecomers?
Huh?
There are latecomers that are not listed.
They have to
Well,
sign
we
in.
have to be responsible, you know. I said earlier that you have to be here.
Or if there is anything in the Constitution that would not be met by the candidate, you will allow him to run or her?
I think that was the consensus of the major players. Correct?
Then why is it that I saw in my email the circulation about something like Constitution must be respected and so on, so we should start it now, right? I said other than the 75% because there's no voter there listed. That does not beat the 75%. I mean, that is violative of the 75% vote. But other than that, you allow everybody to run?
The Constitution says unless they have been convicted for crimes of involving moral
I'm sure
turpitude,
there are other provisions here.
and there was something else, a good moral character.
Okay, that's met, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we proceed.
All right.
Let's go, one by one. As far as, being a candidate is concerned, not really but as far as voting is concerned. Okay, you want me to speak in particular?
Okay.
Okay, go, you have the floor, yeah.
Teka, hindi ko pasa eh.
You want to come forward? Lucio.
Okay, we're talking here of Constitution, right? Everybody wants the Constitution to be respected. Sige, I don't even know where it is. Meaning ko say, hindi ko pinaghandaan to, mga kaibigan.
Article 5, qualifications of officers. This is the item he's talking about. He has paid all his dues, being accountable. He had not been convicted of any crime involving moral turpitude.
And not being convicted, and not being accountable for any fund that may have come in his possession.
Oh, he has paid all his dues and not being accountable for any fund that may have come in his possession.
Anyway, as of the moment, it's not existing, right? But should any candidate, is nominated, then when this applies, then you have to disqualify him or her, right?
Well,
You
yes.
can't just allow everybody to run. Because we're talking here, this
We're talking
email
there of the
is...
75%, no?
Huh?
75%.
He's talking about the financial.
Yeah, the final.
I'm not talking about the 75%.
The Jews.
You have all agreed
I have
on
no
that.
Yeah.
problem with the 75%. Okay,
Correct.
the other provision.
No, at the moment, it doesn't apply because there's no name there yet. But what I'm clarifying is that you said that everybody who's listed in the voters list can vote, right, and can run. But you cannot allow that. Because for the last 2 or 3 days, we've been talking here that Constitution must be respected, etc., etc. So we must start now. Right? So
Yeah.
how do you rule on that? I mean, it's just a comment.
Well, we'll rule when we get there. You're talking of the individual qualifications, so
Okay.
we can still go through the process and we'll pick up from there.
Okay.
We'll make a decision on individual cases.
Thank you.
Yeah, we go ahead.
Okay, we'll go ahead and everyone has signed in because this will be the basis of giving out the ballots. Okay, I now give the floor to the chair, Rosmer.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at I'm really honored to be one of the members of the COMELEC. First time I'm going to do it. But I would like this to be in order and for me to do that, I think we have to go through the election procedures. Okay, so klaro sa lahat ang procedures para hindi tayo nagko-question along the way. Is it okay ba yun, Tenny? If we can go through again the procedures.
Are there any questions with the election procedure?
Mida.
The Karen Binagay came in, and by virtue of the fact that she's here for the elections, can she be considered on the list?
Yeah, she's there.
She's in the list.
No problem.
Right, but also, they called me, Larry and Paul is on the highway, so they could be hearing more.
Yeah, we can wait.
They're not signing
Yeah,
in.
okay. Yeah, they better be here when the voting starts.
Before 10.
Yeah.
Before 10, yeah.
Before 10.
PM?
11.
Pag alas 6 ng gabi, wala pa.
Okay, anyway, PPCO Election Committee, the procedures. First, we have to call the membership committee chair to declare the meeting has quorum, which we did. Declare the elective positions and qualifications for candidates. Explain the election rules below. Introduce the ad hoc election committee and hand over the floor. After the voting, after congratulating the winners, shall entertain a motion from the floor to destroy the ballots. If carried, the ballot shall be disposed of forever. Calls for someone to administer the oath of office, and the last hands over the floor to the new president. Now, the election rules. Number 1, nominations shall be open and closed to each elective position successively. Number 2, each candidate has to be nominated, the nomination seconded, and the nominee indicating the acceptance or not. The nominee may be challenged for the attendance qualification at this time. Membership committee chair shall attest as to the qualification or disqualification. PPCO election committee shall make an immediate decision which shall be final and unappealable. Number 3, a candidate can only accept nomination to one position. 4, voting shall be by secret ballots. 5, votes shall be cast by writing one name for each position on the prescribed ballot. 6, voter shall fold his filled ballot and deposit it in the ballot box. 7, no proxy voting allowed. Last, each candidate may give a campaign speech to introduce himself and his platform, 2 minutes each for president, 1 minute each for the rest of the positions. And then the ad hoc election committee shall independently conduct the balloting process, decide related issues, or refer it to the PPCO election committee for immediate resolution. Number 2, declare each elective position open for nomination and accept nominations. From the voters list, call the member to come forward and issue one ballot each. After calling for all ballots to be deposited, declare the ballot box closed. No ballots will be accepted after it is officially closed. Number 5, shall conduct the counting of votes in public view with one scrutineer from each candidate for president, allowed close inspection of the ballot. The last one, shall write down the results, certify and sign it, and proclaim the winner election committee chair. So are there any questions regarding the rules?
Yes, during this period, can we sort of agree that the election committee is not empowered to make any comments? It's now the ad hoc or the COMELEC that's supposed to be taking the floor. No consultation will be done with the election committee.
Yes. As soon as the nomination starts, No comments, no opinions will be entertained
Until after.
until after. Okay, so any more questions so we can start the elections? Yes.
So are we, is it understood that number 2 of election rules was modified according to a previous discussion?
Okay.
You have a consensus, you agreed to abide by that, and that it is done.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah.
can you state that categorically so that it will be clear to all members that particular provision in rule number 2 of the election rules is modified such and such?
Okay. Penny?
Number 2, ito. Election rule.
Yeah.
Each candidate has to be nominated. The nominated seconded.
Yung ano lang din, yung qualification.
Qualification, declare the elected position and qualification candidate. That it?
Yeah.
Yun ba yun? Yeah, pinag-usapan natin, yung 75%. We waive it, no?
So it's clear.
Okay, that's clear.
Okay, are there more any questions so we can start? Okay, so now we will open the floor for nomination for the president, and the president can have 2 minutes each nominee to present his platform. So the floor is now open for nominations. Hermie.
For president?
Yes.
I nominate Paul de la Cruz for president. Second the motion.
Okay. Second the motion. Who's speaking?
Together.
President for nomination by Hermie, Paul de la Cruz. Seconded by Jessica Villas. Second nominee. Yes.
I nominate Mr. Tony Sikat as president.
Seconded by
Ako pwede.
Okay, third nominee. Yes.
In the absence of Faye Arellano, I nominate Ricky Kaluan as president.
Wait. Are you nominating Faye Arellano?
No. She's not here, so I'm nominating.
Ricky Kaluan.
Is that
In
possible?
short, she's nominating.
I'm nominating Ricky Kaluan because Faye Arellano could not make it.
Okay, seconded by
Move the nomination be closed.
Okay, seconded.
Okay, now can we ask the nominees to have his platform presented for 2 minutes each? So we'll start for the first one. Paul, sorry. We'll finish all the positions muna. Okay, now we'll open the floor for the VP, Vice President. Yes, Jess.
Can I respectfully nominate Ms. Tian?
Okay, second.
Second.
Next nominee, Ramon.
I nominate Penny Soriano as vice president.
Second.
Second the motion.
G. Third nominee.
Second.
Any more nominations for Vice President?
Move be closed.
Second.
Okay, next one. Secretary. Nominations for Secretary. Okay. Okay, Mike. Yourself.
I'm taking yours.
Okay, yes. Second nominee.
Respectfully nominate
Risa Cabal for secretary.
Okay, second. Seconded by? Sorry. You're gonna have. Okay, next nominee. Any more nominees for secretary?
Let it be closed.
Second motion.
Next one, treasurer. Nominations for treasurer. Yes, Nelson. Treasurer. Seconded. Yeah. Teka muna. Yung kay Karen na nomination, who's gonna second that? Ikaw, Hermie? Okay, Hermie. And then CG is Marlene Mogado. Mogi. Seconded by? Ang dami nag-second. Okay, Ace.
Moving to close. Second motion.
Okay, next, the 3 directors. Okay, nominations for directors. Ramon?
I nominate Ms. Ruby Talavera as a member of the directors.
Seconded by G. Second director.
I nominate Joy Sarmiento.
I second the motion.
Got that. Okay, the third nominee.
I nominate Joe Damasco as one of the directors.
Seconded by? Sino mag-second dyan? Si Ricky. Okay. Ano pa? Yeah, next one. Nominee. Next nominee. Yes. Yeah, Mark. Sorry, Melinda. Yeah.
I nominate Jessica Perez.
Second the motion.
Okay, hold it. Okay.
Ibaba mo na lang pareho. Ibaba mo na lang.
Okay.
Ibaba mo na sa gitna pareho.
Okay lang.
And those nominees actually declared as if they have accepted already the nomination.
Okay. Next nominee. Yes, Ricky.
I nominate Nestor Arellano.
Seconded by?
Moving close.
Okay. Next, no, meron pa. Okay, next nominee. Yes.
For directors, I nominate Herman Garcia.
Okay, seconded by Jessica Reyes. Next nominee.
I move it close.
Second the motion.
Okay, there is one more nominee. Sorry, Nelson. I can see your hand. Can you?
Madam Chair, it's not a nomination, but I would like to decline the position of
Okay, can you have that? We will reserve that at the end. So we will go through the process first. So is the nominations closed for the directors? Okay, Nelson. Okay na, seconded by Nelson. Close na nomination. Okay, now, so can we request the nominees for the president to have a 2-minute presentation? Sino pa?
Acceptance of the
Okay.
para makita tayo.
Okay, so can we do this, Mogi? We'll call first the nominee for each one, and then if they decline, then... Okay, so can we do that then? We will call first, for example, the first nominee is Paul de la Cruz. So if he accepts or not, then he can come forward. Kasi kung aalis muna natin yung whole process. Okay, so any decline for any position that has been nominated? Like, yes, you, sorry, I didn't get your name. Okay, for president, do you accept, Paul de la Cruz, do you accept the nominee? And Tony Sikat, Ricky Caluet, Rose Tiham, Tenny, secretary, si Michael, okay, sino pa isa? Riza. Okay, and treasurer, Karen. and Mogi. Okay. Directors, Ruby.
I decline.
Decline.
Why?
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 Okay, next. Joy. Jo. Jess. Nestor.
Accept.
Hermie. Okay. So now, can we call now the first nominee, Paul de la Cruz, for president? 2 minutes each, eh? Sure.
Make a comment and seek clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the provision I just cited earlier, I don't know, I'm not sure of this, but probably the people concerned may shed light on this. With regards to the financial report, when Paul de la Cruz when Tenny Soriano was elected during his first term of office, Paul de la Cruz presented his financial report.
I did not. It was the treasurer.
Oh yeah, okay, treasurer. And your treasurer then was Nelson Calves, is that right? Now, when Nelson presented this report, it was said that the part of the financial report which referred to the induction at Crown Plaza, that Crown Plaza report?
Yes. Crown Plaza.
Yeah, was to be submitted later. And a month later, or probably less than that or more than that, Tenny Soriano assumed his office together with all his officers and directors. And his treasurer then was Mogi Mugado. Is that correct? Now, let me just seek clarification. Did Mr. Jess Cabrias submit his financial report either to you or to Nelson? Yes, this is not against you, okay? This is not against you. I'm just seeking clarification because we're following the Constitution, right? Okay, can you tell us, either of you?
Nothing was submitted to me. There was no financial report.
What about Nelson? Did just
when we closed the meeting, there was a financial report submitted. Everything was in there, and it was submitted to the auditor at the time. It was Hermie, and Hermie agreed with it, and it was accepted during that meeting.
Okay.
Because I remember very well that what was stated in the report was to be submitted later.
It was all submitted during that time. Everything was submitted during that time. Nothing was carried over.
Okay.
And Hermie was not submitted to you. I mean, you audited it.
It was submitted to me, audited. I went through it, but since I'm not an accountant, I cannot make a professional audit report.
What's the whole point for all these days?
That's a disqualification, actually. But you know what?
Are you accusing someone of financial
I'm not
irregularities?
accusing. I said, you know what? I'm seeking clarification. I am commenting and seeking clarification. But then, okay, since Hermie said that it was submitted to him by Nelson, everything was in there, because Nelson said in his report there that it was to be submitted later on, right? And it said it was submitted, and he reported everything to Hermie, and Hermie said that since he is not an accountant, then probably for as long as it was met, then tuloy ang election, Jess Cabrias is qualified. All I want to know is whether the constitutional provision on that aspect was met. Right? I'm not seeking the disqualification of Jess Cabrias. When I stood up, I said, I am commenting and seeking clarification. Now, this was clarified. I don't know whether you want to allow Jess Cabrias to run, but Hermie attested here that it was in fact submitted. So, you know, if that's the situation, I myself is saying that then Jess Cabrias may run.
Well, I assume that the report was made and it was accepted in the regular meeting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
And that was 4 years ago.
let it be.
What?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Comment.
So,
There's no accusation here.
okay.
He's not accusing anybody here. He's just want to have clarification on that provision of the bylaws.
Okay, so who can give clarification? I'm saying it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
So we can move.
Okay, of course.
Okay.
Because I'm not now. You know, the only reason why I spoke was now we're upholding the Constitution, so we might as well follow everything, right? Until these things are repealed, amended, or anything like that, then we have to follow this one.
3 times, and I was asked to sit down 3 times.
Don't worry, Paul. I was
Thank you very much. That I won't do. I don't sing. First of all, thank you very much for coming. This is a show of our interest and our active desire, really, to have this organization move on as it was originally conceived at its founding date in December 17, 2001. So with this, we have come up with a 7-point policy platform, which I believe all of you have read, 35 of you have signed, and that I believe that the organization cannot move on only with its officers, but must move on with the very active and collective participation of the members. With that in mind, I accept the nomination, and I would gladly serve as president again. Thank you very much.
Next is Tony Sikat.
Magandang umaga po. Nagkanta ako ng campaign speech, pero kahit anong mang isipin ko, hindi magkakasya sa 2 minutes eh. Kaya siguro, anyway, matagal naman niyo ako nakikita, lalo na sa mga forum natin. Panigay ko naman, kilala niyo ako, humigit mo lang. Kaya kung iboto niyo ako, magkaibigan tayo. Kung hindi naman niyo ako iboto, magkaibigan pa rin tayo. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Ricky Caluen.
Tutunin ko yung 2 minutes na may nalalabi pa. 4 minutes. As you can say, you can see rather, I'm the only presidential candidate who doesn't have, that's not enjoying a political party machinery. But anyway, I'd like to say that I've had my lessons about democracy and leadership early in life in my senior year in high school when I was asked by the brother principal to run for president against my best friend, Rolly. And I told the brother principal, brother, Rolly is my best friend. No, that's okay. Thank you. And no, that's okay. He said,
No, Ricky, we can't hear you properly.
And he said, Ricky, it's not about friendship. It's about giving the student really the experience of the ways of democracy. And thus did I learn my first lesson about democracy. It's about giving people options, about giving people alternatives. And so I ran in that election. I had 3 days to go. I lost in that election. Rolly was a very popular kid. He was from Manila, smart kid. Unfortunately for Rolly, for all the genius that he had his own limitations. He didn't really run the council as effectively as would have been expected by the people who elected, by the students elected him. To make it short, I actually ran the student council for 1 year, implementing all the projects. At the end of the year, at graduation time, I was given awards, which normally goes to the president of the student council. Rolly got the Insular Life Gold Medal, Gold Eagle Awards that year. I also got the most outstanding student leader for Iligan City that same year because I gathered all the student councils in Iligan and we conducted the common projects. In my adult years, I was elected as president of the College of Arts and Social Sciences Faculty Association for 2 terms. I had 100 faculty members under my leadership. I ran for president of Iligan JCs and I became 5 of the most outstanding chapter presidents in the country out of 80 chapter presidents during my time the Ligang GC chapter was also the #1 chapter in Mindanao. I became president of the People Helping People Foundation in Toronto. During my term, for two terms, I was able to preside over a budget of $6,000. And with that money, we were able to conduct 2 medical missions in the Philippines, and we were also able to help with 3 houses under the Gawad Kalinga. I'm saying all this because I'm not running for president out of whim and caprice. I'm running for president because I think I have my credentials to bring forward, and I do have the platform which I have circulated to you. So it's not that I decided over this like 2 nights ago. So if you believe in the platform that I have earlier circulated to you, then please elect Ricky Caluen as president. Thank you.
Okay, for the vice president now, can we call on Rose Tiham?
I am Rose Tiham. Most of you know
Rose.
Microphone.
Good morning. I am Rose Tiham. Most of you know me. Tawa ng tawa si Ruben. Hindi ko ba? Tawa ng tawa si Ruben.
Talaga,
Na-distract tuloy ako. Anyway, I am for a strong, united, conciliatory, parang paparazzi. Hindi tuloy ako makasalita. Ano ba yan? Anyway, I am for a strong, united, conciliatory organization. And as you know, I am also active in our community doing a lot of stuff. The Philippine Press Club is one of our babies. We are looked up by the community. We have to present a strong presence, a strong sense of image that we are cooperating with each other, and we have very important role to do in our community. This we would like to do, and this is one of the things I would like to do as your officer. At maraming salamat po.
Okay, Dennis Soriano, vice president, nominee.
1 minute.
I'm not making a campaign speech. As my official, my last official act, pwede bang papuntahin ko rin si Mantoni, si Ricky, at si Paul?
okay.
Last official act.
Yes, official. President.
Are you anointing one of us?
No, I want you, the 3 of you, to shake hands and show and let for a show of unity. For a show of unity. Okay.
Para kami si Arroyo niya.
Well, siyempre.
Ayos.
Okay.
Ayos.
Thank you very much. And that is my campaign speech. Thank you very much.
Ayos.
At si June. Chulchi and Sena. Can you please come over? Tenure for each candidate sa president lang. So, Paul, Tony, and Ricky, can you assign one scrutineer for you? Can you please come forward kasi naman nyo? Scrutineer nyo, bawat isa. Sino sa'yo? Paul? Okay po yun, and then ballots for tonight, attendees, voters today. Okay, so pagilagay mo din. Okay, we're missing one ballot. One did not cast her or his ballot.
So kaya
So we will... Sino? Okay. So we'll start. Ikaw ba?
I know.
Ayaw na si Noel eh.
Nasaan ka?
Nasa washroom.
Naka-register ka ba?
Naka-register niya kanina. Yan ang unang pinakaunang dumating. Bilangin yung kasi
Oo.
we have 49 registered.
Okay.
Di ba yung ballot may mga numbers sa corresponding ballot?
Yeah, 50 ka.
Yeah.
Mr. Sibahan, please take care of your location. Oblong ka dyan. Yung aming pabrisya, dito. Frank, may istorya yun. Frank, si Joy.
Oh, alam ko mo yan. Oh, hindi pa dumarating ang votes from Lanao, ha? Balwarte. Yun ang balwarte ko.
Ay, kumusta? I haven't seen you for a while. Kumusta ka?
President Paul de la Cruz. Vice President Rosina. Secretary Visa. Treasurer Mogi. Directors Joy, Yes, Hermie. Congratulations. Now can we request the new set of officers to come forward for the oath taking? So we can see it.
Baba pa, crossroad, baba pa. Bumaba pa para mataas. Bumaba pa kayo. Baba na kayo para makita yung Philippine flag na. Correct. Atusyo!
Hindi balanse. Hindi ka dito. Kasi malaki siya kasi.
Yan.
Malaki na malaki. Nakakaya din. Asan si Ivan?
Ay, hindi. Malaki.
Wala akong pinakikita yan. Wala ka daw eh. Ano, taking mo na bago picture.
Ano, taking?
Taking mo na. Right hand, right hand.
Right hand, please.
Bago mo na, bago. Picture taking, bago.
Having been duly elected to the position of the PPCO, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and conscientiously fulfill the duties of my office, preserve and defend its constitution and bylaws, faithfully execute its rules and regulations, consecrate myself to the service of PPCO, and that I impose these obligations upon myself without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations!
I cannot say
Congratulations! Okay, now, blow out na raw si Paul. May pansit tayo. Kailangan ng drinks. Okay, thank you very much, Paul.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so, short remarks from Ten Sulian.
I would like to thank all of you for being cooperative and having a peaceful, smooth, without defeat machine election. Seriously, I would like to thank the Commandant, Lord Mayor, Ed, Romy, and Bobby. And Mr. Ex-President, Mr. Benedetta. Thank you very much.
And now the new president's opening remarks.
Maraming salamat sa nakaraang pamunuan sa pag-declare ng mga midnight appointments. Now seriously, we have to congratulate them for holding this election in a manner that is very democratic, transparent, and efficient. And so goes our thank as well to the members of the COMELEC. And thank you to all the members who came out today. This is one of the most vibrant and robust activity that we have had. And that augurs well for the days ahead. So we, the newly elected officers, cannot function smoothly and effectively without all the members' cooperation. That is very, very important. And we have the 7-point platform to stand on. Pag hindi namin nagawa yan, singilin nyo kami. Okay? Pasalamat din ako sa aming mga katunggali for giving us a very good fight. Despite daw na wala daw silang machinery. Okay. So, the first thing that we are going to do, and I have already spoken to the past president, Tony Soriano. Sorry, kanina Paul Soriano nila sa akin. Tony Soriano, ang board nila, na nakaraat sa kayong board natin, mag-meet. We will schedule a day to meet, to discuss, kung meron sila mga pending projects, except personal, yung mga projects na para sa pagsusulong ng Philippine Press Club Ontario.
Okay.
Ganun lang at salamat.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming, and we can eat.
Thank you very much.
Asya pa?
Why don't you join us?
One, two, three, smile! Smile!
Ayos!
Ako naman!
Sige, go!
Kayo muna. Ako naman.
Sige, padala mo yan sa akin na...
Okay, ready? One, two.
Lalagay ko yan sa ano.
Thank you.